Oh, hi. Today I was going to talk about just one simple thing, the importance of setting huge goals. Now, this is the second episode, and in the first one, a while ago, we talked about the five-phase process for developing an unstoppable mind, and we mentioned that the first phase is inspiring the mind. Now, why would we need to inspire the mind? If you look at this section here, because as we mentioned in the previous video, reprogramming the mind is impossible without understanding your why. Why would you want to make a change? Why would you want to work on your mind? Now, as part of mind inspiration process, it's really important to become aware of the concept of setting huge goals. Now, if you just click right over here, and I'm just going to scroll through the video and find the slide that I want on setting huge goals. And just bear with me here right now. Let me just find this slide. I think it's, and expand it. So right here. Okay, so basically, I just need to pause it again. Let me just get rid of that. Right, we are back. Okay, so very briefly, if you don't set huge goals, expect average results and a boring life. And if you do set huge goals, expect a fulfilling life. Now, when I first heard about the importance of setting huge goals, I was like, why would I? What is huge goals, and why set them? And if you feel the same way, it's totally normal. But then if we scroll to this part here, what you'll find that there's a lot of people who have spent their whole life understanding why set huge goals. Bob Proctor, Jim Rohn, Zig Ziglar, Earl Nightingale, Napoleon Hill, and many others, many other experts invested their whole lifetime understanding what makes us happy. Now, what's important to understand as well is right now, in the present moment, what I see is a lot of gurus, not these wonderful people, but a lot of gurus and experts who tell you that setting goals is bad. All you need is a system. And I agree that everyone needs a system, and developing habits and creating systems and systematically doing something. But when those people say you don't need to set goals, use systems instead, it doesn't make any sense. Every system exists for a reason. And if there is no reason, if there is no why, if there is no goal, there is no need for a system. So if you ever hear people say you don't set goals, use a system instead, it just doesn't make any sense. That's why these people are amazing. What they teach is that to live a happy life, you have to set huge, exhilarating goals that scare you, and excite you at the same time. That's why I owe so much to these wonderful people. They've changed the life of our whole family. And in this video, I just wanted to talk about the importance of understanding that huge goals will make your life way better. Huge goals, just raising your awareness about setting huge goals, it changes everything. It changes your whole life. And before we get to the process of setting huge goals in the next videos, I was just gonna briefly raise the awareness of having to do that in the first place. Just thinking about huge goals is pretty much the very first step towards living a fulfilling and happy life. And once again, if you hear people say you don't need to set goals, set systems, create processes, it's all fine, but again, no system exists without a reason. No systems, no actionable process can be created without understanding why it is necessary. So once again, today, to summarize, we talked about the importance of setting huge goals right here. If you've never heard about it, Google it, research it. Look for the works of Jim Rohn, Bob Proctor, Napoleon Hill, Earl Nightingale, Zig Ziglar, and you'll be amazed. Now, if you just listen to an audio record called The Strangest Secret by Earl Nightingale, it took me, I don't know how many times, maybe 7 times, to listen this 15-minute record. It's an old audio record by Earl Nightingale, The Strangest Secret. But if you listen to it for about 5 or 7 times, it will occur to you why setting huge goals is the only way to live a happy and successful life. I hope it makes sense. If you've heard about setting huge goals before, reply, let me know what you think, what your experiences are, what your frustrations are, because setting huge goals is tricky and challenging if you don't have a system on how to hit those goals. And then again, if you've never heard about it, also let me know by commenting and asking any questions on why it's important to set huge goals. I hope it was useful. Thanks for watching, Ron Andrei. I really appreciate having you on this call, and I'll see you again. Bye-bye.